How does age affect obesity? Obesity can occur at any age, even in young children. But as you age, hormonal changes and a less active lifestyle increase your risk of obesity. In addition, the amount of muscle in your body tends to decrease with age. Generally, lower muscle mass leads to a decrease in metabolism.
There are many people that are not getting their green vegetables. They're eating a diet that is very caloric dense and high in lots of calories, but very low in micronutrients. So processed foods, fast foods, these are refined carbohydrates, refined sugars. They're eating lots of these packaged foods, and they're not getting their greens. And the greens are a delivery system for all these very important micronutrients. So this obesogenic diet, this diet that's high in refined packaged foods but low in micronutrients, it leads to obesity, for one. And we know that obesity actually itself accelerates the aging process on a cellular level. I think most people know obesity is associated with a higher risk of cardiovascular disease. It's associated with a higher risk of type 2 diabetes. But it's also associated with a much higher cancer incidence. In fact, several different types of cancer, obesity increases the risk 2 times as much. It's also associated with an increased risk for neurodegenerative diseases. Obesity takes 7 years off lifespan, and in extreme obesity can take 14 years off of your lifespan. I mean, that's a long time, 14 years. I've been very interested in looking at DNA damage as a biomarker of aging. So as we age, we accumulate more DNA damage. I mentioned it because we're all every time you eat food, you metabolize the food, and byproducts of that metabolism are damaging your DNA. It's just a matter of how much you can repair that damage and how much damage you're actually getting. It's a balancing act. But we can actually measure this in people by using a proxy. It's called phosphorylated histone 2AX, or gamma H2AX. So what happens is immediately after you have damage to your DNA, particularly 2-strand breaks, so a double-stranded break in your DNA, this protein gets phosphorylated, and it serves as a marker, a molecular marker, and it amplifies immediately after damage happens because it's signaling to the cell, hey, come on, bring some DNA repair enzymes here, repair this damage. Well, we can use this marker as a proxy for DNA damage. And so for the past 3 years, I've been measuring this marker in people, people that are young, people that are old, people that are lean, people that are obese, as a proxy for looking at health. So the more DNA damage you have, the less healthy you are. DNA damage accumulates in stem cells, and it's associated with aging of your stem cells. So your stem cells start to age quicker, they die, causes them to die quicker when you deplete your stem cell populations, and it's hard to replenish your cellular populations in a certain organ. And also it's associated with cancer, as I mentioned. So what I found, I've been doing some preliminary work over the past couple of years, is that if you look at lean people that have a body mass index, which is not a great marker for obesity, but it'll do. If they have a BMI of less than 25, and you compare their DNA damage to people that have a BMI of greater than 28, it's almost twice as much DNA damage. These are the same age people, same age, so they should not have, this looks like an old person. Usually you see this much of a difference when you're looking at like a 30-year difference in age. So you're talking about accelerating the aging process on a cellular level, and this is not something that people can see, but it's happening. And what it's going to do is it's going to increase their risk of cancer. It's going to increase their risk of cellular aging, of getting neurodegenerative diseases. But there is a simple solution. Eat your greens. The greens have all the things you need. They have the magnesium, they have vitamin K1, they have calcium. There's lots of types of fiber in there, vitamin C, folate. There's so many different important micronutrients. And I think that a good way to do it is, I like to make a smoothie, but you can also eat your salads. Try to get your greens with every meal. It's important to get these micronutrients. They're running your metabolism. So I like to make a smoothie once a day. It has kale leaves, rainbow chard, some spinach, tomato, avocado, apple, some frozen blueberries, and it's pretty good.